the discovery of action potentials, and how neurons transmit electrical signals. For centuries, scientists understood the brain-controlled movement, sensation, and thought, but not how messages traveled through the nervous system. Muscles responded instantly, yet no visible wire carried electricity. How could billions of cells communicate so quickly across the body? The answer came through action potentials, a breakthrough in neuroscience. This explained how every thought, movement, memory, and sensation becomes possible. Before modern neuroscience, researchers proposed different explanations. Some believed nerves carried fluids, others suspected electricity due to rapid muscle response. Luigi Galvani showed electricity triggered muscle contractions in frog legs, introducing animal electricity. This inspired scientists to investigate electrical activity. As instruments improved, researchers found neurons generate tiny electrical signals, not just flow like wires. These became action potentials. An action potential is a rapid, temporary electrical change across a neuron's membrane. It maintains strength, regenerating as it moves. Unlike metal wires, to understand action potentials, no neuron structure, cell body, branching dendrites, and a long axon. Dendrites receive, cell body processes, axon carries signals. Even at rest, a neuron maintains an electrical difference. The resting membrane potential inside is more negatively charged than the outside. This difference exists because ions like sodium, potassium, and chloride are unevenly distributed. Ion pumps and channels maintain this imbalance continuously. An action potential starts when a neuron receives enough stimulation to reach a threshold. If too weak, nothing happens. But once the threshold is reached, voltage-gated sodium channels rapidly open. Sodium ions rush in, making the inside much more positive. This rapid change creates the action potential itself, following the all-or-none principle. Either it generates a full action potential or non-age. Once an action potential begins, it moves along the axon in a wave-like pattern. Each section triggers neighboring channels to open. The process repeats continuously until the electrical signal reaches the axon terminals. Each section regenerates the impulse, allowing long-distance travel without fading. After sodium enters, the electrical balance must be restored. Voltage-gated potassium channels open, allowing potassium ions to leave the cell. As potassium exits, the inside becomes negative again. Sometimes it becomes even more negative before stabilizing. Following every action potential, the neuron enters a refractory period. Generating another action potential becomes difficult or impossible. This period ensures signals travel in one direction, prevents uncontrolled firing, and gives ion channels time to reset. Many axons are surrounded by myelin, a fatty insulating layer. Myelin causes the electrical signal to jump between small gaps. This process, called saltatory conduction, makes communication much faster and more energy efficient than continuous conduction. The electrical signal doesn't jump directly between neurons. When it reaches the axon terminal, it triggers neurotransmitter release. These molecules cross the synaptic cleft and bind to receptors on the next neuron, making it more or less likely to fire. This combination of electrical and chemical signaling allows the nervous system to process enormous amounts of information with remarkable flexibility. I've always found it helpful to compare action potentials to a row of standing dominoes. Tipping the first causes the next to fall. Each domino doesn't physically travel. Instead, each one triggers the next. Neurons behave similarly, creating a moving wave of electrical activity. Every movement, memory, sensation, and thought depends on action. Reading, recognizing faces, solving problems, feeling pain, all require them. Even while sleeping, neural networks remain active, regulating breathing, heart rate, memory, consolidation, and dreaming. The discovery of action potentials laid the foundation for much of modern neuroscience. Researchers now use advanced recording techniques. Understanding these signals has improved treatments for epilepsy, Parkinson's, multiple sclerosis, chronic pain, and other neurological disorders. Brain-computer interfaces, neural prosthetics, and advanced computational models also rely on this knowledge. The discovery of action potentials transformed neuroscience by explaining how neurons communicate through rapid electrical changes across their membranes. From resting potential, sodium entry, potassium exit, signal propagation, to neurotransmitter release, action potentials form the foundation of the nervous system. Every thought, memory, sensation, and movement depends on these precisely controlled electrical events occurring billions of times every second. Once you understand how neurons generate and transmit action potentials, it becomes easier to appreciate the extraordinary biological engineering of the human brain. Thanks for watching!